Dad's grandfather used to go to Ireland with Sister Chrysostom and Mary and many of the other sisters, and they've been connected for a long time. I, however, have been connected through my Uncle Bob Murney, who was a psychologist here. And so shortly after I moved here, he was instrumental in getting me a job. And then I wound up teaching pediatrics here.
I was born here, so that's a pretty early connection with the Sisters of Mercy. But at a pretty early age, you know, we realized how important St. John's Mercy was. And I recall, in fact, it's still in the Mercy archives, a picture of my dad and granddad in, I think it was 49 or 50, because the original hospital ended up being completed in 1952, and they were on the fundraising committee for building Mercy. So again, at an early age there, we realized the importance of the hospital, and of course the Sisters of Mercy were the hospital from the very start. I could just recall umpteen different times as far as being here, you know, and various family situations, you know, from birth of family members, and of course now our grandkids. Mary Beth and I have 8 grandkids, most of whom, you know, been born here. A couple of them are in Kansas City. So they were joyful times, I guess, in many cases, and of course other times sorrowful cases, but every visit here has always been just an important connection with Mercy and the work they're doing, and you know, kind of fueled our desire always to try to help, you know, any way we can.
My grandfather and dad, back in, I believe it was probably very late in the 40s, decided with the community that they really needed a new hospital here in Springfield. That the one on Main Street was old, and we really needed a brand new hospital. And they went about, I think, the hospital was actually built in 1952. St. John's was built here. And so that was 63 years ago. So they've been involved, my family's been involved for at least 65 years, if not more. So our history goes way back, and then Dad was on the advisory board. And now since then, I was on the advisory board, and then I've now even been on the board. So we've continued to have family members, including my granddad, my dad, myself, involved in the hospital for, like I said, probably 65 years.
I think we all have fond memories, especially of the opening day here, which was very exciting and amazing to us to have this wonderful structure, and our dad and our grandfather had been involved in raising funds for it. So it seems like we spent the day here, or maybe days here, celebrating opening the facility, and we loved riding up and down the elevators, and it was such a prize focal point of our community at that time, that something we had never seen. So we had that fond memory, and I think we're all really excited to continue that family tradition of being involved with Mercy now, and especially doing something to serve children.
You know, everybody needs to participate in a community.
You know, take a look at what Mercy is doing in our community. Even from the start of being one of the major employers in Springfield, but more importantly, the delivery of medical procedures, service to the community, from the poor, those in poverty, to every citizen in the community. So for that to happen, it takes the support of the community, and I would hope everyone would again look at the facts, look at what Mercy is doing, and want to participate and want to help.
Mercy Hospital is a private, hospital. I mean, it's not publicly funded, so it really is money-wise comes from of course, obviously patient care. People have to pay for it. But in today's world, you know, it's well known, and our family's been well aware of it, and especially when it comes to kids. We have a kind of a special place, I guess, in our hearts to help children throughout our community, even other communities. But here's Mercy, you know, coming in with always innovative, great ideas, you know, for children. And, you know, so philanthropically, it makes all the sense in the world for us. It's a natural fit, a tie for us to be involved in St. John's and, of course, now Mercy. It's just so critical today that people look at it from where the money needs to go, from where the money has come in the past. It's the hospital has so many needs on technology. You know, if we don't keep St. John's, now Mercy, you know, in a current state, you know, we really only hurt ourselves and our families and the community. So really, it's so important for families to look at maybe even their estate planning and so forth. You know, to look at ways to give back to the community by supporting a hospital like Mercy. And this is our hospital. This is our community hospital. This is the place that's been around for all these years, and you just couldn't put your money in a better place.